So, now that's perfect. So when you say people just lost this love for it, you say you got love for it. Like, do you feel like footwork of today have love for it, or they feel like they're not? Like, it's just something for me to do, and you know, like, do you see the passion when they dance? Like, this is
the passion is within them, but they don't understand how to bring it out. It's gonna take an event to bring it out. Nobody knows what that event might be. And so far, like I tell people, when I do something, it's gonna be directed to the point. And like I say to you, when it does happen, it's gonna be more of come do what you do. You ain't gotta worry about competing. There's no competition here. If you want to take it as a competition, and say you burnt this person, you can say you burnt this person. That person say they burnt you, oh well, we made it a dance turn, you get down, you get And I want people to enjoy themselves, because the only thing that's gonna be different that nobody can say, and I can vouch for this right now on this camera, when it comes time to all the track producers and whatever else, for some reason, man, I can bring it out of them to do a little bit more to what it's like. Not saying they're intimidated by me. It's like it's not a show and prove. It's like for some reason they come out and just do something else, and that will enhance a footwork to say, well, man, I have seen it before. Where does he come from? Why y'all ain't been playing this? Why y'all holding back? So I guess it complements each other. When it comes time for me and those who I want to DJ with me, we not here to say, well, we finna feed off y'all. Nah, we finna give y'all we gonna give it to you first. So we want you to move. Our job is to make you move. If we can make you move and we know that you enhancing yourself, we watch the facial expression, we watch the oohs and this, and it ain't even a battle because the tracks are planned. It's being mixed. So if we see that moving, listen here, bro, we got more in store for you. That's the trick. Once you start getting it, you see it, oh, okay, that's how it's supposed to be. But then it could be to the point people gotta learn to sit at home sometime. That's another one. Stay at home sometime. You ain't gotta keep going to every event. Now it's up to the promoters what they do with their money. If they keep opening up their doors every week, hey, that's a whole different thing, bro. That's a whole different thing. And to me, one of the ones that is kind of successful, he don't have events every week. He don't have events every week. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. He don't have events, and he's doing decent. He can make people mad every now and then, but hey, he's doing pretty good to me.
Which brings me to this. So now, this is a very serious question that I'm going to ask you. This is for everyone that he sees this vid. Do you think you're a mess up? Now, when I say that, everybody has their flaws of what they done did or what they mistakenly did within the community of footwork. But when I say that, saying you're a mess up, but at the same time, are you the solution? Meaning to where you still continue to do what's right and to help the people. So give us your insight on that.
Yeah, it's not no mess up. You know what? What's amazing, the biggest thing, I'm gonna tell y'all, footwork is something that you will be amazed. what you see in footwork and what you want it to be, y'all hold it in y'all hands. Footwork haven't really been molded yet.
How so?
Because they still have a belief in what it's supposed to be. Because you believe that it's life in it. Why you think I never stop? Because it has its boldation. Now I can understand the old school versus the new school. Old schoolers could accept the fact that I'm old school and have a closed mind to it and not be saying. That's how the new schoolers kind of look at it, to where we came in to where, for some reason, they know that footworking ain't new. The new schools know footworking ain't new. They just enhances it. That's all. They just want somebody to say, well, man, we bought it this far, we keep going. It's like the same thing with the footwork producer DJs / old school house DJs. Man, that's like oil and water. That don't mix, not one bit, bro. But at the same time, footwork is a cousin to house music. House music is the cousin to disco and deep house. Deep house is the all bare root. It comes from gospel. It's rhythm. So we all branch from one to another. But when you start saying, "Oh, we don't accept that," "Oh, we don't accept," hey, that's your problem. But when you start asking the question of where it went to and where it stands, you can't deny, "Oh man, this ain't got it." Yes, it does. Yes, it do. So,
which brings me, why does the old schools be downing at the new schoolers that they enhanced it and add their own little flavor to it? Because things change. First prime example, when house music went from house music to ghetto house, from ghetto house to the term Juke, and then with the birth of 1147-99 came the term of the word footwork. And you know, as years went by, the BPM went from 140 to 160.
Yeah. Yeah.
So give us your insight on that. Like, why downfalling when the DJs and producers such as yourself and Traxman and Rashad Spin and etc. done enhance the music speed from BPM to 160, which enhance the footworks to go faster and be more technique and to be more precise on what they do, even though they're kicking their feet a little faster.
We'd like to say shout out to the West Sides for that. West Side was the ones who brought that to the attention of speeding up, but not by the BPMs, jumping from bracket at a 33 BPMs on the turntable to 45 speed up. It was all about competing and whatever else, and it branched from that, from the west side to the south side. So it enhanced itself through those routes, but it's a bigger picture when it comes time to think about this, the places of the actions of how things started getting messed up. It was from place to place, shelter to shelter, and I can't speak for the West Side on this, because the West Side, when I met them coming back, they embraced the music. So they won, but South Side, it was more about who was throwing these parties, who was throwing these events. The people of interest throwing these parties, throwing these events, it was all about getting that money. You get the money, you get it, and you do whatever it is, you pay the money. But then they wanted to control the atmosphere. They wanted to control it and tell the DJs what to play. But at the same time, a lot of DJs stepped into this game of trying to either make it a living or trying to get some tail behind it and saying, "Oh man, looking for the groupies." Wrong move, bro. It's too many DJs right now arguing. Now it's about undercutting. Now it's about this, that. But at the end of the day, they still need shelter. whoever got the shelter controls the party. They control the DJ and everything that comes with it. It's all about, still, even if a DJ tried to do something, think about all the things about if you burnt the bridge somewhere with somebody, or you belong to a crew of somebody that was so much hatred. But when you start promoting these events, it's the same thing over and over again. Because guess what? A lot of these places that was doing, other than, I say, BGs, T.U.F.F, and Warzone, has nothing to do with a DJ controlling it, that went from DJing to promote parties. Key. So move it out the way, but they control their house. So the thing is, now what DJ can do it if he do it? It's already in the making, bros. Like I tell people, I said it a long time ago. Like my man say, oh, 2013, we turning it up. Joe, I done turned it up. Like my man said, I done broke the knob off. So at the same time, it's still work that needs to be done. So all these places that's T.U.F.F, Warzone, BGs, keep it going. So I'm gonna tell you, keep it going. But when it comes to time to where I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do something, you ain't gotta worry about me. I'm gonna light the flame and bring them back to you. But all I say, help clean it up, Joe, bro, because if this argument's coming out of into the panic room, that means it's arguments in your place. Like we still say, man, don't come with that BS up in my spot. But it's kind of a little too late to be talking that shit. You wouldn't expect me to say that. Because it's all about stuff that's you get the control of it. Get control of it, bro. Like you say, we all make mistakes. Who don't? But at the end of the day, if you want it to be a better place, it's enough money out here for everybody, if that's what you're looking for. It's enough money out here for everybody, but what you gonna do when you get it? First, you gotta learn how to be humble to have it. Then you will know what to do with it. But then when you figure out what it is, that's why the album is called Legacy. When you find out what a legacy is, then you gotta say, well, damn, it's more work to be done. The work has just started. But think about it, it don't take a large amount of people to make it. The more people you have on your squad, the more answering and explaining you gotta do.
So that's what it means. So that's what it exactly means to be the problem of the solution. From, yeah, I've done a lot of work, but it's still a lot to be done. And this is just only the beginning. This ain't even half of what you've done accomplished, or for any DJ or for any footwork that'll try to accomplish, even such as myself as a cameraman, there's a lot to be done to give back and to keep the movement going.
Man, there's so much you still have to get that. Man, I got a wake-up call just this year alone. And just the stuff that I have to do is tiresome. It's very tiresome. It could mentally drain you. It could physically and mentally drain you, because now you are exposed to what it is. That's why you have a lot of people now saying it has to be cleaned up. But what's amazing, you have a lot of these youngsters and young people that see goodness in it. That's why even though they haven't been in it long, they see the hurt. But everybody is still trying to figure out, where did this hurt come from? You can't go back and say, oh, this is exactly, but you can see where some of the problems come from. It's like, don't do that no more. Let's do this, let's do that. And man, I'm gonna jump from the city of Chicago to overseas right quick. Overseas is, a lot of people don't want to see overseas. If you want to be seen, then you want the camera to show you. The camera is like the all-seeing eye. The camera don't have no limitations. How far you want to be seen? Do you want somebody to say, what is that they doing? And not try to do it? It's not that they saying they could do a better job. Then what we do. The issue is we see that other cultures and other places are catching on. It's not saying they mimicking, they just catching on. It's unity, bro. It's unity. I don't get it.
Which brings me to this next question. You know, they say, Lord, someone was saying that, Lord, how is unity is going to help change the game? There's a difference. I understand that footwork is a competitive sport. It'll cause a little animosity. People gonna talk shit. That's fine. But the unity we're saying is the fact that we just have a mutual respect. And when we had that big mutual respect amongst each other, even if we don't like each other, that I feel that something bigger could happen than what's going on now. Do you feel that's why we're still stuck on square one as far as that's concerned, or?
Yeah, it's just plain easy and simple. It was made a competition. But one thing I can say, when they made it a competition, it exposed. It really did expose some people. It really did, bro. And it was some good up out of it. It really exposed some people. It's but I guess it's those who expose, they are somewhere else doing their thing. And I guess the foot workers want to, those who still trying to do it, I guess that's what they want. They want to be like Charles, J. Ron, Kurt Cobain. If that's what you want to be, man, you can actually do it. But it's like a showcase. What the Footwork Kings doing and the Heat Squad and stuff like that's what we used to do in the dance groups. They just do it as footworkers. It's entertainment and it got exposed so well. So if that's what you really want to do, it's about now you have to change the environment. And the environment have to change to what the only thing that was coming up to that was Juke Factor. Juke Factor was trying to expose that, but Juke Factor is not getting no support. My job is to basically keep the music coming, keeping the people on the floor dancing. But we have two crowds of that, and the crowd is those who listen to the music, that enjoy it, and don't know how to footwork. That's the majority. The minority is the people who we are here with in Chicago that don't get to hear it the way it's supposed to be. Why? It's because of how the promoter who runs the house, how they want it. When we deal with the tours, the actual parties that's out of the States, it is more of a display of they want to hear the music. The music makes the floor move, but here in Chicago, it's more of, I don't want to hear that. It's still a lot of maturity that needs to be developed, so it's still a growing, it's still need to be molded and mature, so man, I'm just gonna tell you like this, man, footwork is not dead. The music is not dead. Is it that somebody wants to be the front man of it and say, oh, I did it, it was me? It ain't gonna happen. It's already been declared. Can't get back. You can say what you want to say. It was already in the making and it was already destined. What was destined, it was done before it was the camera. The camera don't do nothing but enhance it. That's the new school. The old schools didn't have the cameras. The new schools got the cameras. But but the thing is, how do you read the camera? The camera can't tell you, oh, he's weak. Oh, he's whack. It's the people themselves saying it. But who are you to tell somebody when you don't man, listen here, bro. We all got to answer to somebody. At the end of the day, we all have to answer. Somebody is higher than us giving us the chance to say, well, we could do this. It's all about, do you want to, how you run your domain, how you run your council, that's how you run it. You run it the way you want to run it. You can't come outside and talk that this is how it's supposed to be. If you making your money, keep making your money. At the end of the day, it's what you do, and what you do, you get. There's a lot of people that makes money and give back, but still don't nobody like them. It's all about an opinion. If, like I said, like people say, if you don't like it, do something about it. But what you gonna do about it? You can do something positive, and another person gonna hate you too. Go get your education, people. Go get an education. See how the workplace works. Do it for about 6 or 7 years. See how you like it. If you like it, then you can step away from something and do your investments into what you want to do. Because it's nothing better than how we are. Even I work on that. I worked for like 20-something years, bro, and still working. I didn't know this music was gonna take off, but I'm still a small fry in this game with a name that's traveling. But everybody that we talk about with these places, I respect them, and they show respect me. And I tell you what, hey, they can say, oh man, ain't never like I ain't made no money with R&B. But now, bros, it's about what I want to do and how I want to do it to advance myself to where I can come back and invest with these people. Chicago still have the power in their hand. Chicago is based off dance music, not rap. It was never rap. You can have some rappers that's out here that's gifted, but we are known for the creativity of music. That's what Chicago is known for. And it don't get no support. When it comes time to dance music, it don't get no support. All that other stuff, what you want to see on TV, mimicking and whatever else, everybody got their own style except Chicago. Chicago is catered to give out on dance music, but don't nobody go to the clubs and dance because it's not bringing no money. Well, it sucks and it hurts, but life moves on.
So the old saying goes, everything starts at home. So if the home ain't right, then we ain't moving right.
And it's still good, positive, and creativity still come out of Chicago, man. People don't see it and recognize. It's other people in other states and other countries know because they visit this place and they come back like, man, it's still so much great talent in Chicago. And they talk about the music expectation. Great producers here. Great producers. Now the music is one thing, but it's the dancers. Man, think about this. Look at Soul Train. Soul Train came from Chicago.
Yep.
Look at what Soul Train still, its legacy still lives on today.
Even the old Soul Train line still exists.
It still exists. That's how much power Chicago has. It still exists. That's one of the greatest legacies known to the naked eye and to the camera. Soul Train. I thought about something. Soul Train moved to California, but the dancers it started from here. Just imagine what would have happened if it stayed here with the dancing alone. And Chicago has some great dancers, but over in LA, it was more of you go home, you practice it. But we catered to that. We catered to that. Why? Because it was homegrown Chicago. Chicago has so much love to what it went somewhere else, and the people embraced it, and we enjoyed it. We shared to what that was just the dancing. But then it goes to the music. You have people from overseas trying to get over here just to be on Soul Train, something that was created in Chicago, but cameras was in LA. You take that and saying it compromised each other. The artists was the DJs of what it is now. The people that's on the floor that was dancing are the people of the footworkers. It complement each other. One can't do without the other. You do the math, you do the other. Other than that, all the promoters have to do is take what was said on this and say, oh, okay, if that's what it's about, oh, okay, let's make it to what, as long as they make sure they safe. That's all you got to do. Just make sure they safe when they in your place, because they gonna come regardless. If they figure that your events is whack, they gonna come. That's the part that I'm confused about. If somebody is whack and you don't like what they doing, why go support them? You gonna support them anyway. Just make sure they safe. That's all I gotta say for that.
All right.
Underdog.